Hello my fellow misfortune enthusiasts, and welcome to another episode of Iron to Diamond, the series in which I show you that Elo Hell does not exist. Currently we are sitting in Bronze 1 with a mid-silver MMR, and if you want to see the entire journey to Diamond, then make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. And today we're playing a build that should be in the heart of every misfortune player. It's a Qmax build, but I'm going to absolutely kill it because we are not only going Qmax with lots of amplifiers for our Q, for example Arcane Comet, which triggers on Q hit, and also Taste of Blood for the lane phase, which also gives us health when we land a Q, or any move for that matter. But also we're going for a lot of attack damage in our runes, which you can see on the screen right now. Plus, well, normally you would go for lethality with this, but we will go for a second item, Infinity Edge, because we're not as much caring about the crit chance, but about the crit amplifier. So the amplifier on the Infinity Edge also works on your Q, which makes the damage absolutely deadly. So we will see how that goes. First of all, Morgana needs to stop being AFK. And we're playing against Sivir and Sona, so we are primarily aiming at the Sona with our Qs, because Sivir has a spell shield. I miss my minions, okay. I was a little bit concerned killing the minion too early, because Morgana will not reach level 2 in time. She missed out on one minion in terms of experience. But I will still rush my level 2. You always start W level 1 because it's such a crucial aspect to pushing. Right. This is how it starts. First jungle, eh? Not too sure what to expect. I guess his clear is pretty bad. I'm still going to ward. It was a bad trade. It's a very bad trade, actually. Maybe I should have... Well, there is an argument for starting Doran's Shield against Sivir. But I thought with Taste of Blood, I don't need that much healing. Let's see, though. Maybe that comes to bite me. Get the Sona. Get some health. Should not be taking these trades, at least not when I can't Q her back. Because of that rather bad trade I took earlier, I now need to play very defensively. And also we don't have that many points in Q yet, so it's not as important to get it off. Thanks Morgana, I guess. Oh, that range though. Yeah, Morgana isn't the most confident Morgana player. That spell shield was very random. Just getting my last hits here. I'm already a little bit ahead in farm. Oh. Unnecessarily aggressive trade. I don't need to flash, I don't think. I'm good. Alright, let's recall and try to play it a little bit better this time around. It could be freezing the wave, but there's nothing we can do about this if they do it. I don't think they will, though. Yeah, they're not freezing it. They already broke the freeze themselves. I'm waiting for boots here, so I'm a little bit more mobile. Right, we can have a look at the item page. So it's Ghostblade first into Infinity Edge, as I've said, and then we just go for the other lethality items. And even in the mid-game, you can, you can start one-shotting caster minions with Q very early. And in the mid-game, when somebody gets hit by full lethality, Infinity Edge amplified Q, they might just drop dead. Who knows? We'll see. This wave is slowly pushing towards us. Please don't push it. Oh, I accidentally autoed. I don't want Morgana to W something. The wave is still in a good spot for us. You see the red minions are eating all the green ones. Which means the enemy laners cannot farm these minions, right? Yeah, this is perfect. They are going to eat another wave. Ah, and I miss a minion here. Oh no, Morgana. Oh, this is what I didn't want her to do. I'm going to thin out a little bit anyway, because I don't want the wave to crash. Infernal, huh? Without Shaco, we can't do anything about it. Shaco's too late. Oh, almost. I did actually not notice how low the fizz was. Give me that. Yeah, I actually didn't think... Well, I didn't want to go there alone, without the Shaco at least, because you never want to fight when you're outnumbered. But actually Infernal Drake got them very low. So maybe I should have challenged that. But the good rule of thumb is to never challenge a dragon when their jungler is there and your jungler isn't, especially when they outnumber you. Obviously, if you outnumber them, you can easily challenge it. But yeah, the opposite was the case. We push one more wave, get this under tower, maybe farm a plating. Actually, we just push this under tower and leave. Spend our newly acquired gold. I could buy more Ghostblade components here, but actually I have enough money for an Infinity Edge, which is always a huge power well, Infinity Edge would be great. No, I meant to say BF Sword, not Infinity Edge. I have enough money for a BF Sword, which is a huge power spike because, well, if you think about it, the value of stats is calculated by the base items. So the value of attack damage is calculated by the price of the longsword. So, or from the price of the longsword rather. So it costs 350, gives you 10 AD, which means 40 AD is worth 1.4k. Did you see that crit? I got hit by a boomerang, but still, it was worth it. So 1.4k gold is 40 AD, but BF Sword only costs 1.3. So it's always a power spike, always. And we're buying Infinity Edge second, so getting a BF Sword is totally fine. Place that ward. As soon as Fizz hits level 6, we need to be a little bit more careful. They're not going near the wave, so there is no point in actually preparing the minions for the crits. Silver Flash. But this just shows you how much power you get on MF when you get raw attack damage. And with lethality on top of that, we will amplify it even further. Fun fact, lethality also works on towers, so we will be able to take out the tower more quickly. Let's just spend our gold. Come on, buddy. What do I want here for boots? I could go Zerkers, I could go Swifties. Alright, thank you, Morgana. Didn't want to base anyway. Morgana casting W forces me to stay. Sona miss. Maybe she just left. Maybe we made her rage quit. Both Ghostblade components. Okay, I was about to ask them where the Sona is, but there she is. This Shaco's about to make the play of the year. And he dies. Was a nice try though. Look at this, he's flaming us, and we got a perfect back timing, and then he chooses to invade the enemy jungle. The classic. This is also one of the problems in lower elo. People genuinely don't know when something is their own fault and when it's actually their teammate's fault. So they don't know when they need to improve or in the aspects they need to improve. So this Shaco might be absolutely clueless that this was his own fault and that he didn't watch our back timings. But he doesn't know this, so he won't improve in that aspect. Which is why a lot of people get stuck in low elo. We can just shove this, I think. Sona needs to base, I guess. Sivir pinned herself against the wall, which made ulting extremely easy. Ah, that damage is crazy. We're also getting super rich here. No. You greedy Morgana player. I guess he's correct though. Well, actually he isn't. If the Fizz comes, he gets a double kill. Or does he? I mean, I still have heal flash. Morgana has black shield. Yeah, maybe it was safe. I don't trust this Morgana's black shields, but technically it was safe, yeah. Alright. We get another Infinity Edge component. It would be good to go mid lane, because Dragon is on the map. So we can't go top. But they're pushing bot so hard and I don't want to give them free platings that I'm returning bot, shove past river and then rotate mid. This will get even more brutal once we get to our... They're all tanking my Qs, face tanking my Qs. But this will get even more brutal once we get the crit amplifier from Infinity Edge. No reason to ward this. Fizz is here, I guess, but we're just shoving past river and roam anyway. Alright, missed one minion here unnecessarily, but it's okay. Could be worse. We're rotating mid lane now to potentially take their tower there. Or to pressure the tower at least. We can't go top. It would be easier to take, but... Ooh, actually I should have channeled my ulti. I did not see Morgana had stunned him in time, so I could have... Had I channeled my ulti through, the Jace would have died without me flashing. I got enough money for Infinity Edge and I really want to buy it. But yeah, Dragon is the correct call in this situation. %75% hit rate. Pretty good, but with people buying tier 2 boots in the mid game, this hit rate will go down, afraid. AP Cho'Gath, okay, so he's also very, very squishy. Or at least squishier than you'd expect. Time to go top lane. Cho is the only player that can get somewhat dangerous. The others are too far behind to do anything. Actually, might flank them in mid lane. They have no tower here, so we can probably kill them if they notice too late. Okay, they're playing way too defensively. Actually, Rift Herald is a fine call. We don't have a control ward in the pit, but we see all of them on the map. Don't think they will challenge. Right, Morgana doing her thing. Okay. You don't want to use it to take a tier or the auto turret. I never know, is it a tier 1 or tier 3? Where does it start to count? Does it count up or down? Here it's worth to place Rift Herald, but I don't want to get interrupted. Okay, I'll place it back here, away from everyone else. We can easily fight this still. Come on, guys. Could you please just kill her? People are so afraid. And I lost a lot of health for it. Well, to be fair, maybe I overcommitted with that Rift Herald. They were all rotating towards top. Rift Herald is used best when they need more time to respond. Now we can back off. We got a lot of damage on the tier 2. But yeah, that could have been a better Herald. Was a little bit greedy of me. Let's just get Circus. Almost full Arbo collection. Ah, well, I could have also looked here. Yeah, so far so good. 80%. Actually, it went up. People are not dodging comets. I'd really like to get a minion to crit off of. That was so dumb of me. I should have never taken that tower shot. Yo, 800 crit at minute 19. I just saw it on the minion. Tower's gone now. Need to be careful of their poke damage though. Silenced for ages. Just barely. Just barely do they all live. And my team dies for some reason. Wow, nice Q, Zimmer. The tunnel vision. I don't have much sustain, but I play like I do. Oh well, let's just get our items and keep one-shotting everyone. I get second Infernal off of this, potentially. And this is my bad. No excuse. Alright. Down 2 Infernals. Ooh. Uzerath. We win this fight though. Especially when I join it. And depending on how hard we win it, we might be able to get Inhibitor. Yeah. Inhib is ours. Yeah, I need to respect the Fizz. I'm not playing very clean right now. Again, I greeted for the objective when I was not in the position to. Same old story. Also, we should be pushing top lane. Because there's still 2 towers we can get. And also pushing top lane helps with Baron. Let me grab red buff. Also helps with my sustain problem. Obviously I'm not having any lifesteal here. But most importantly, I must not get one-shot by the Fizz. Fizz loves to eat immobile AD carries. I get his blue buff though. Has all the attack damage in the world. Still cannot get a Canna minion. We don't have a control ward. Pressuring Baron. We're not pressuring Baron unless we put a control ward in there. But he takes this tower. I don't need to be here. Yep, they're trying to flank, and now I'm there. Perfect. It almost killed me with her spell shield, because it absorbed my Q. I'm low on health. I don't want to fight. And I don't think I can take Baron either. Just take Inhibitor. It's way safer. Right. If Fizz comes here, he doesn't defend top lane, so it's okay. Nice, we got top Inhibitor. Yeah, this is the time where we retreat. Or actually, do we? I got my ult back. I really want to buy though. Yeah, going back is better. Just stack more attack damage. So 1 Q crit, how much would it do? 450 times 2.25. That's roughly 1000 damage. Give or take. I just need to land one. Maybe I should have sold my Doran's Blade for Control Ward for the Baron Pit. You know? I really like what the Yorick is doing. He's playing the macro correctly. Right, that's Sivir ulti. Yeah. Did you see the number on the cannon minion? 1 Q did more than 1000 damage. Hitting that on the champion though is kind of hard. But maybe we can make it happen. I don't want to push bot lane here because then we are too far away from Baron. And this control ward is too far away from the center of the pit, by the way. It doesn't see the far back wall. Morgana lands 1 binding, I can just ult and kill the person that is bound. Even if it's Cho'Gath, he will just drop dead. My ult does 3.7k and can critically strike. Oh, I'd love to have these Infernal Drakes, but what can you do? We just murder Baron with Double Mountain. So now Yorick can push bot lane and we can get mid inhibitor. And I can also get the component. Also, my regular autos deal more than 1000 damage against jungle monsters. When they crit, obviously. Is bot side? Or bot lane, even. Are they giving up this inhibitor for free? Somewhat. They chase into us now, I can ult and kill them all. Just need to be careful of the Fizz. His ult is off the table, so it's no big deal. She tried to spell shield my Q and just got destroyed by an auto attack. Yo, that was one single auto! Did you see that? Ah, come on, give me damage. Worth. I could have played this safe, but I wanted to see how much my autos did. I died for you guys. Game's over. And with that, we are in our promos to Silver 5. Oh no, Silver 4. Silver 5 does not exist anymore. and still the most damage in the game, even though we played very sloppily, especially against the Fizz. We died too many times, but yeah, and obviously in the end I died against the Jason Sona, but I wanted to see how much my autos did, and it was definitely worth it. If you want to see how you can play another style of Misfortune, which is Blade of the Ruined King into Ginzo's Rageblade, then click on the link on your screen right now. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb.